Good. Good. I'm so sorry. Yes, I meant to tweet out that there wasn't gonna be an episode, and I didn't do it. I didn't tweet it out. Again, because we don't have Brad Ellis. And it's, good morning. Jeez. Retro week. I'm so sorry, everyone. Please forgive me. That was on me. Luckily, good old Daniel Bloodworth called me numerous times. He's like, yo, people are waiting, man. Daniel Bloodworth, the hero. Champion of the people. So here we are. Good morning, Haru. Good morning, everybody. So sorry. Let's get started, though. That Huber syndrome was a 10. Excellent. Thank you. We should get Brad Ellis in the chat. I don't know where he is. Retro week 2. He's stressing. He's stressing. Oh, let me just pull up comments from the episode. And then you guys can ask questions, or we can just discuss it freestyle. All right. First one out of the gate. Love the Jones shots. Gotta shoot Jones. Good morning, everyone. Enzo Napolano. First one. The game is overrated, in my opinion. Encounters and set pieces were way more fun in Uncharted 2 and 3. The addition of stealth took most of the fun out of the game. See, I just fundamentally disagree there. I love the stealth sections. They're so fun to me because every encounter, not every encounter, but a ton of encounters you could stealth your way through. And I'm always down with stealth. I didn't bring up stealth in the episode, actually, unfortunately. Because you know how we do, freestyling. Freestyling all the time. You can't take as many bullets as in the past, but this goes against the spirit of the game. This is a great opinion, even though he's super against it. You know, you can't take as many bullets as in the past, but this goes against the spirit of the game. This is not supposed to be The Last of Us. It does have the best story in the saga, though. I would not... And then his comment just mysteriously ends. I would not. Pretty interesting. It definitely is the most different from 1, 2, 3. Hated Sam Drake. MCRMG. Why is that? MCRMJ. Let us know why you hated Sam. Let anyone else, if you hated Sam, let us know. Yeah, it's a good opinion. You know, if you're gonna be negative, I like that. Enzo, if you're here. Efkin the Coffee. They didn't make me care about Sam Drake. Interesting. What's up, everyone? So, Sam for me, like, maybe I'm a little biased because I love that archetype of a character. Like, he totally is that archetype of down on his luck, kind of shady, in and out of jail. And he's out for redemption, you know? He's out for redemption, and he kept me guessing the whole way through. Like, I loved so much Sam's unpredictability, especially near the end of the game. In fact, I have a text from my buddy here. What exactly did he say? This is the moment. I have it documented. Have this moment documented. Give me 1 second here. It's coming. Just a lot of wrestling. A A lot of wrestling stuff. A lot of wrestling. Like Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. A lot of stuff. Brock Lesnar did steroids. There's that. Found it. He says, "What the hell, Sam?" I knew it. See, everyone thought. Or not everyone, but I thought. I 100% thought Sam was going to betray you. And at the end of the game, when he puts a bullet in you, I was like, I knew it. Drake's dead. Playing as Sam now. It was excellent. It was so excellent. Then there's that moment at the end when they're freaking in the fire, and he's like, just go, man. Just go, Drake. Drake, go. Like, ready to die. Good anti-choice. And then again at the end, like, ready to die. I'm like, dude, we're leaving him. I can't leave him. And Drake, of course, can't leave. So he's, like, picking up the log. It's fantastic. I would not. I would have Hero of Lime. If Sam died, I would have been okay with it, but I would have been sad. Efkin the coffee man or woman. Whoa. The ending where he played as a little girl looking for her parents was way too much like the intro of The Last of Us. I mean, it is the same creators. So there's that. But, you know. That's always one of my philosophies is I'm okay with things being similar. So like The Last of Us and Uncharted, what have you. You know, and this is not me coming at you at all. Effing the coffee, respect your opinion, 100%. Because I could see how that would bother people. Or it's like, oh, they're just doing The Last of Us again. I just feel like there's just more and more, well, it's not as good as this. Well, this is better, so that one sucks. Like, I've talked about this in so many times, especially on Talking Syndrome. But I'm cool with it. Like, sure, it's similar, but it was so effective. Like, it came out of nowhere. Especially that Crash Bandicoot. I expect Die Gaming Tog. I expect Elena in the DLC. The story of how she got on the island. Yeah, the drug lord twist. That was crazy. Dude, it's like I was watching Prison Break or something. All right. Suplex Train. Great name. But first, MCRMJ. Here, one thing I noticed that was a minor thing for me was the devs talking through the characters like, oh, would you look at that? It happened a few times, and I get it. It's gorgeous. But happen in each area. Sure, maybe a little too much. Oh, look at that mountain. Oh, look at that body. Oh, look at that guy. Sure. Skipster wants me to talk about the soundtrack. Love it. Love the Uncharted 4 soundtrack. When shit goes down and those drum beats pick up. Feel the adrenaline pumping. Some kind of treasure hunt. Yeah, definitely don't want to bring up Rise of the Tomb Raider. Definitely don't want to talk about that. Okay, so there's Suplex Train. While I probably wouldn't give Uncharted 4 a 10 out of 10, it is my favorite Uncharted game and top game so far of 2016. Part of the reason why I feel that was is you, Huber, both the single player and multiplayer is excellent with very few flaws. I'm just sad that I don't have others to play the Uncharted 4 multiplayer with, so I've kind of put a hold on multiplayer. Suplex Train, you here? Let's play. Yeah, Uncharted 4, definitely. The most beautiful game. In fact, my favorite visual element is lighting, and I think the Uncharted 4 lighting is so good. Especially, I talked about Chapter 16 a lot, the mansion, and I didn't have footage of it, so I had to go back and capture it to get that shot so we can show it. And just going back, like the lighting when you're outside of the mansion in Chapter 16 creates a vibe. It creates a feeling and emotion just because of the lighting and the wind. Like when you're coming up to the mansion, I think Dawn only showed inside, unfortunately. We didn't have a shot outside. And I realized that after the fact. That when you're outside, like the lighting itself, it's the time of day, the sun is just about to fully go down. Kill Striker going Ian Hink up in here. The amount of half ladders and movable boxes. It's good to be Ian Hink. Ian Hink actually liked Uncharted 4. I'm happy. Loved it. Another part was when you got to the table of all the dead pirates, like skeletons. Oh man, pirate game. There wasn't any syndrome at the end of the episode. I wanted to keep it clean. Rarely do I do a full critical analysis of a game on Huber syndrome. I like just passionately talking about a thing I like about it. So I want to keep it clean, no gimmicks. Not to say the syndrome at the end is a gimmick, but I wanted to keep it a little more official. So that's why. Me too, effing the coffee. I wonder how different Amy Hennig's Uncharted 4 would have been. I really wonder. But hey, she's making Star Wars now. That's kind of like the best case scenario. Walk it through, Skipperessa. All right. Must be nice, gaming journalist. I was waiting for the code. And I got it pretty late. As in only a couple days before the game came out. But so I never mind waiting for a game. Like, it's such a privilege. Naughty Dog could have sent me it the day of, and I would have been fine. They could have never sent me one and it would have been fine. I would have waited, bought it digitally. It's fine. But I don't like false hope. That's the worst. So they're like, okay, we're gonna send you a code, and it was like the third party, like distributor thing, not Naughty Dog themselves. Like, all right, we think we're gonna send you a code today. So I was like getting all excited. I was getting ready. Went and had breakfast. Came back, they're like, oh, actually, it's probably going to be tomorrow. So I was like, no. So I think I got it on like Friday or Saturday. And I beat it in 2 sittings. The first day I waited until nightfall. Waited till the sun went down, pulled the curtains. Bought a real nice glass of wine, bottle of wine. Put a fresh battery in my headphones. And just played for like 8 hours, 9 hours. Went to sleep, did the exact same thing the next day, waited till nightfall, and kept thinking I was pretty close to the end. Probably should have done it in 3 sittings. The second sitting, I was up until like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. Yeah. Dang, Sam Saint over here. Sam Saint, sorry, Huber. You haven't convinced me to try multiplayer. I guess I haven't done my job right. I played the campaign, which is what I came for. If I want multiplayer, I'll go to Old Faithful's Smite and Overwatch. Hey, Sam, just give it a chance. Just give it a chance. Really want to try Hyperlight Drifter. Really want to give it a shot. Everyone's all bummed about that comment. It's funny. I love Uncharted 3. I love Uncharted 3. I feel like it's the most personal out of the original trilogy. The most character-driven. 2 is so cool because it's pure adventure. Pure adventure. But I love 3 because it slows it down. And really, you know, you definitely learn more about Drake and Elena. And it has the desert and the plane. 3. Always getting the shaft. Yeah, it's free. Free multiplayer. Give it a shot. A lot of Sully in 3, totally. So B-Man 54X. I'm gonna be weird and say it's my least favorite in the series, besides Golden Abyss. Yeah, of course. My favorite thing in Uncharted is Shootouts, and I thought 4 really disappointed in that area? What? It had so... Kill me, B-Man. The shootouts were so good. Just look at that art house shootout. Like, they're so... The shootouts in 2 and 3 are basic. Shooting mechanics are great, but none of the shootouts were really memorable, nor was there enough of them. It also had a really low start. 2 is easily my favorite. Least favorite part of the game. I've seen that complaint. I've seen it. I just thought they were so good. Like, again, we talked about the encounters. All the encounters were so different. And just the shooting felt good. One thing I never thought I'd say this. One thing I am disappointed in, though, especially after coming off Last of Us, is the progression of, like, leveling up your guns and skills. I know that really doesn't belong in Uncharted, but I love that in Last of Us, like, scavenging for supplies. And I think kind of the multiplayer scratches that itch. The multiplayer has that. Which is good. Good. Yaza. 3 months in a row. No love for Elena. It's on me. One of my all-time favorite characters, Elena Fisher. I got to remedy that situation. I'm just shooting off the cuff. Things just fall through the cracks on Huber syndrome. Just happens. And no supernatural twist. It's about time. Just keep it grounded. Chris X, nice. I got some Tim Tams in my kitchen. Ultimate cut for that episode. That's hilarious. Unrated. Supernatural. What if they just went full Kill Striker? Wow. So pro. Seriously, what if they went full Pirates of the Caribbean? Caribbean or Caribbean? Who knows? Full Pirates of the Caribbean with like skeletal warriors. That'd be rad. Good old Alexander Arts. Oh, that's a long one. Neverborn Preacher, absolutely. Walking through that forest with Elena, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Preach it. Skeleton Warriors in the DLC. Why didn't we bring that up? Shit. That's so good. Part of the Land was my personal favorite part of the game. Yeah, it's really emotional. It's really intense. The drive up to Davenport, absolutely. You know? Oh. Man, I cannot believe we're still going to get DLC for this game, and it's going to be amazing. There's never been Uncharted single-player DLC. The Last of Us DLC was so good. I just hope the DLC has more combat. Interesting. Yeah, the combat in this game is so divisive. Seriously, what are you doing, Naughty Dog? Let us know. Tell us. Less fantasy. I think it was time for that. Neverborn Preacher. You know, keep it a little more grounded. Uncharted card game would be jolly. It'd be fantastic. Ricardo Alvarez is saying Uncharted 4 was easily the worst Uncharted game by far. Disappointment, story was lame, etc., etc. No supernatural twist. He was disappointed there was no supernatural twist. And I thought that was great. You know, they had done it so many times. Let's move on from that. Happy to see some people saying happy to see some people saying Uncharted 4 was disappointing because it really was. Did it have the most hype? And is 2 the most popular because it blindsided people that didn't play Uncharted 1? They were just like, what the hell is this game? I can't even believe it. They just went straight into 2. I mean, I think really that's a powerful thing. Is a ton of people that didn't have a PS3 at the time got Uncharted 2, and that connection, you know? Growing up with it. I think it's a really big deal. Yeah, the hallucinations in 3, right? Like, it's something... It's like Metal Gear Solid, you know? Playing 1 on PlayStation 1. Banana forklift. Why do you think they call it a thief's end? Do you think the original intent was to kill a character, or do you think it was to throw people off? I think probably both. They reworked that ending all the way up until launch. Yeah, and I think they followed through for sure. It's about Drake being done. It's about him growing up and calling it quits. What's your favorite tier, Juangi? Four. Cool. Huge confrontation on Twitter, which is never the intent of a Huber syndrome. I want to bring people together, but yeah, we'll just move on. People yelling at Metacritic, oh, Metacritic this, and Last of Us that. Uncharted was great for a single playthrough, but I can't imagine ever playing again Darklink 1017. It is the only Uncharted that I haven't immediately gone back to and played again. I don't know why. It's not a knock against it. I think playing a game a bunch of times doesn't mean it's better necessarily, Like Metal Gear Solid 4, I've played only through twice in my life, and it's one of my favorite games of all time. I love Uncharted 3. I love it so much. Or are you talking about Metal Gear Solid 3? Hero of the Lamb. Some people just want to hate on great games just to be different. I respect it. Like that first comment we had, that constructive criticism I really liked from Enzo. Enjoyed it. One time you visit a fancy restaurant and have the best meal of your life. Absolutely. Phantom of Vanities. This is how the DLC is going to go down. You're playing as an older Cassie, exploring, doing your Uncharted thing, beating up bad guys, finding treasures, just like your dad, all while talking to her partner over a radio, much like Nathan and Sully. Then at the end, Cassie's partner will say, "All right, Cass, good work. Now come back home. Your boy is being a brat." Cassie, "No way, I'm having another. Thanks, Evelyn." Boom. The whole time you're playing as Cassandra, Nathan's mom. Whoa. It's pretty hype. Pretty hype. Hey Huber, can I request a game for your stream? Please play Heart of Darkness for the PS1. I know Ben is a sucker for difficult games. I think he did stream it one time, or did a game trailers video on it. Matter of fact, this game is divisive. I see so many people calling Uncharted 4 Game of the Year or Game of the Generation. I was so disappointed by it. For me, it represents the dumbing down of gaming. All style, no substance. It feels like a really beautiful 7th generation game from 2007, mashing X, Pushing left analog stick to ground onto ledges. I mean, Dumbing Down to Gaming, it is an action adventure game, you know? And there's... I hate this type of game. I didn't finish it, but probably sold it immediately. That said, the multiplayer is pretty fun. Dang. Washington Post reviewer. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Metacritic. The sketchiest thing in the biz. He didn't score the game, but they just scored it for him. Super weird. Yeah, play it on hard, absolutely. It makes the encounters super intense. I did an episode of Hero Hype way back in the day about games you should play on hard. Uncharted was one, I think. God of War was one. Just the way you play the game, you were forced to play it differently. I really like that. No, he's constructive, though. If I was to try to put the game into words, I'd say it was a trial of zero consequences. Be it gameplay or story, or actions don't matter. Interesting. Progress is made whether you were good or not. Interesting perspective. Yeah, divisive game. I've got mixed feelings about it, to be honest. Has the best storytelling of the franchise by an absolute mile, but it feels like they purposely dropped the creative shootouts and set pieces in order to achieve this goal. The game really rarely ever sustains any momentum. Had red light, green light. Dang. Witcher 3 on hard. Witcher 3 on Death March. Seriously. Any other questions, allies? How was your day? I just woke up. Just getting started. Sorry again that I dropped the ball there, chat. I totally thought I tweeted out no episode today, and I did not. That's 100% on me. I'm glad all of you could make it. Feel bad for the people that waited around and left. A toothbrush, and then I put it under the faucet. Yeah, I mean, I'm nearly done with my part of the Deus Ex Retro, and I'm just kind of catching up on sleep. Feels good. Feels good. I'll be reviewing World of Warcraft next. Out of the frying pan into the fire. Rafe. Lazarevich is the worst. But he kind of reminds me of like an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. I think some people are a little too hard on him. I think Marlowe might be my favorite villain. Favorite cutscene is the ending cinematic where they talk to Cassie. Favorite environment in the game is the mansion. I loved the mansion. And the Pirate City. Yeah. We will have more collaboration. It's hard to get people over to my house to film an episode. Why review WoW? Because it's the biggest MMO in the world, Haru. 12 years later, still going strong. Yeah, I love Rafe. Rafe is hype. He got nuts. What if it's a 2-in-1, Christix? Shampoo and conditioner. Rank the Uncharted. So I hate ranking, but I'll go... Ha. You guys are going to be pissed. I'm going to say 4, 3, 2, 1. I love 3. I love it so much. 10 to 15 minutes. I'll try Divinity. It's hard. And Dawn has to edit it and stuff, and it's just harder. It's harder not being in an office with everyone, because when I could make really long episodes, I was right there with Dawn every step of the way. If he needed a shot, I could be like, oh, okay, I'll just get that shot really quick. Now it's like trying to communicate over the internet. He has to post it. I have to go through it. Then I have to see if it needs anything. Then I'll have to capture it here, upload that. Then he'll have to make changes, upload it. So it's a back and forth. Yeah, poor Don. Poor Don. He loves doing it. So he says. So he tells me. I thank him incessantly, every day, all day. Yeah, Don's brilliant. I'm 28 and I'm 29 on Wednesday. What do I want to see Naughty Dog do next? Honestly, Last of Us 2. Honestly. I would love it. Last of Us 1 is probably top 3 video games of all time. Resident Evil 2, Metal Gear Solid 4, and Last of Us. Straight up. Want something totally new. It'd be cool. Toilet paper down, front. Ish. No, because we kind of know his story a little bit. I want it to be someone completely different. Either do Joel and Ellie again or somebody totally different. Last of Us is a game that I just enjoy in my own personal bubble. Kind of like Batman. I'm just like, dude, I don't care what anyone says about it. I love it so much. I mean, look what happened when Blizzard did a first-person shooter. First-person shooter they've ever done, and it's unbelievable. Like, what if Naughty Dog did a shooter? The Few of Us. That'd be pretty tight. To end on a great comment, oh man, I think I'm going to miss Nate, Sully, and Elena like you miss real friends. That final shot with the photo from the first game on the table, it just hit me as an Uncharted fan right in the feels. Sigh. Absolutely. Sci-fi, Naughty Dog sci-fi, that'd be rad, Yaza. That'd be so good. Yeah, I'd be totally happy if there was never a sequel for Last of Us at the same time, you know? Sequel, no sequel, it's a win-win. The First of Us. Go the Fear the Walking Dead route, Bloodworth, where they're like right at the outbreak, like the beginning of Last of Us. You pick it up from there. I know. Oh, Wonus. Seriously, I said I didn't want to talk about it. Now we're gonna have that conversation. When people criticize the combat for Uncharted 4, okay, be really objective here, people. This isn't a battle of Sony versus Microsoft. This is not a battle of better or worse. This is just a critical analysis. Objective analysis. You ready to objectively analyze? Compare the encounters, The AI and the combat of Uncharted 4 to Rise of the Tomb Raider. Do it. It is... Like, I don't understand. I don't understand how there is even a comparison. Rise of the Tomb Raider had some of the most dull, boring combat I've ever played in my entire life. Enemies just walk at you slowly. They legitimately just walk at you slowly. Other enemies will have their heads sticking out, and they just pop up and shoot. They pop up and shoot, or they walk at you. There's no thought. There's no construction. Like, every single Uncharted encounter is so thought out, with its cover, with its style, with people coming in out of nowhere. The rope. Ah. Man, oh man. The bow, of course. Die Gaming Tog. I love the bow. Last of Us bow. 10 out of 10. Man, you become a surgeon with the bow in Last of Us. Game changer. And I'm not knocking on Rise of the Tomb Raider. I enjoy it. I enjoy collecting, exploring. I enjoy fighting bears. Of course. I just use that as a point of comparison because it is in the same genre as Uncharted 4. A triple A, triple A high budget action adventure game. So. Score the Uncharted. I did Divinity. I gave the game 5 stars. If I was at Game Trailers, I would have given the game a 10. Yeah, I thought Drake or Sam were gonna die. Or Sully. I thought Sully would go out in a blaze of glory. Totally not gonna Rise of the Tomb Raider though. I am. I'm knocking on the combat. I did not enjoy the combat in the least. You know. I just didn't care for it. Love the climbing in Uncharted 4. The hook. Of how much that changes it. I mean, this is an Uncharted 4 discussion, Sevzon. There's gonna be spoilers in here. Talking about the whole game. We're just talking about it. I know, I heard about these Final Fantasy 15 rumors. I mean, the way everyone was talking about the game and that E3 demo, I mean, that game just wasn't ready still. It's not ready. It's crazy. So, all right, everyone. That's going to be the episode. Thanks again for sticking around. Sorry, Sev, for little spoilers there. If you just joined us, we're taking off now. We're finishing up. Again, I apologize for the delay, everyone. I just thought I would. I thought I tweeted that. Hopefully, it doesn't happen. Thanks so much for this discussion. It's been a great discussion. We've had positives and negatives about the game in a constructive way. That's what it's all about. Naughty Dog is the best in the biz. Valve, your move. Your move, Valve.